Hello and welcome. We are doing a 3v3. This is a replay. On Team 1 we have Dimdoul, we have me as Refiler, and we have Sprigsy. On Team 2 we have Gretchen, GabPR, and McDinoman. Dimdoul's playing Admech, I'm playing Orks, Sprigsy's playing Imperial Guard, Gretchen's playing Blood Angels, GabPR is playing Eldar, and McDinoman is playing Necrons. Now these teams are actually balanced because Dimdoul and Gretchen are basically on the same level, me and Gab are on the same level, and McDinoman and Sprigsy are on the same level. McDinoman and Sprigsy are actually friends, they play a lot of 1v1s with each other, as I've seen on the Soulstorm ladder. And here we go, right into the fire. Here we have Gretchen doing a Saboteur 2 scout opening, very standard for any Space Marine faction. McDinoman doing two generators and a summoning coil. This is not a usual build, this is McDinoman's standard. 3 Guardians, Fleet of Foot, an Aspect Portal, and a Plasma Turret. Gretchen's doing 2 generators and basically a Chapel Barracks. I don't know how to say that. But he's going to do a fast attack. That's a Blood Angel standard. And on the other side, Dimdoul's what are these? Hypocit? I don't know how to say that. And he's got some servants coming. Basically a standard Admech build. We got Slugger Boys, 2 Slugger Boys, and Shooter Boys coming from me. Got an infantry command, plasma generator, 2 conscript squads. Got a command squad coming soon. And here we go. Oops. Alright, here we go. Got the Big Mac coming. GabPR's going for a fast map grab. He's got the Rangers out. He's going to do some harassment with that. Let's see. He's using the overload and generators from McDinoman. I don't think he understands that actually you can't, no matter how many scarabs you have, it's always going to be the same speed. So I don't think McDinoman actually realizes that. Okay, we've got a Commissar coming. Looks like there's going to be an engagement between McDinoman and Sprigsy. An engagement between me and Gab. Okay, very slow start so far, just getting the map. As per usual when doing a war. Here come the Big Mac, here come the Shooter Boys. GabPR just having a little look, having a little poke, poking the bear. Only you poke too hard because the Big Mac comes, and that is the Ranger's worst nightmare is the Big Mac. I think he lost 2 Rangers there. That's a pretty expensive loss for the start, in the first 2 minutes. Let me switch to my view. Okay. For some reason I have the Big Mac attached while it's capping, but it doesn't matter. He's going to have to force these Rangers back. I can go back with these shooters, cap that, keep on chasing those Rangers with my Big Mac. Meanwhile, we have Scouts encountering a turret. He's going to have to go back. He doesn't want. He already lost 1. Will he lose another one? He does. I think that's a whole squad. That's not a good loss. You don't want to lose your capping units that early in the game. Okay, on the 3rd minute, McDinoman's getting his 3rd generator. He needs to be more quick about his generators. He should have at least 6 generators now. Maybe not fully built, but at least placed. Okay, Gab has got I think this is his 3rd point, 4th point. Well, he hasn't got his listening post. He doesn't want to build his listening post there because the Big Mac would just chop it down, delete it, basically. Meanwhile, he's got his Guardians, but he's firing on Fleet of Foot, so not going to do much damage, but he's turned it off now. However, they're finished capping. Doesn't matter how low in health the shooters are, they'll always out-damage the Guardians. Okay, got the Relic. Let's see. The Rangers are going to... I jump? Shoot down some of these guys. Unfortunately, I don't get any kills though. He gets away in time. Dimdoul has got his army of hippacists. I'm just going to call them hippacists. I don't know what else to call them. Hippacists. Hippacists. I don't know. He's building a generator here. This is not a good place to build a generator. I think Gab's just doing it because he's built it there. Same reason as I do it. We all make that mistake, I think. He's getting his 3rd gen. I think he's already tier 2. He's going to get his machine cult. He's got his 4th generator on near the 5th minute. I decap. Just doing some economy damage to Gab. Really being that kind of pest orc should be to Eldar. To any race, in fact. Meanwhile, we've got some Necron warriors idling. Just waiting for these guardsmen to come. I think he's got the shotguns. He does have the shotguns for the Necron warriors. The Gorse Reapers, what they're called. Meanwhile, this big mess going to tie down these guardians here. I'm just going to decap that, being a right nuisance to Gab. He's got 1 ranger squad left. I think it's going to die. It does die. That's a whole squad loss. I didn't even notice that. I think I meant to cap it with that. Obviously I didn't. Misclick. Happens sometimes. Meanwhile, my eco is pretty good at the start. 116 plus 30. 104 and 20 from my G. 86 to 30. That's not too good. And there's a little bit of float there as well. Terrible eco from Necrons here. Decent eco. Average eco. But really bad float. I think we're all a little bit floating this game. Small float, not too bad. Admech eco is generally not that good. Yeah, and I got my 2nd. Getting on to my 3rd war banner. Shooting down this fast here. Look at the damage. Lost basically half its health. Almost on yellow health. But if it had taken any more shots, it would be on yellow health. Meanwhile, I'm just going to destroy this listening post here. He's built 2 more. He's going to build 3 plasma generators. Getting him that power. He's going tier 2. I got a slugger boy in that base for some reason. Meanwhile, Dimdoul pushes Gab out of this sector, reclaims it, decaps the relic, gives it to me, as Orc has the best relic unit in this matchup. Let's see, nothing from IG, no confrontation. Looks like, does in fact look like Necron's going to take that relic in the middle. Meanwhile, I'm just doing my best to keep my big mech alive. I have to tie up the bigger squad, but now I can go away. He's going to run away. That gives me time to get my big mech out of there. He doesn't chase him down. Doesn't look like he's going to chase the big mech down, even though he should. Do as much damage to the big mech as possible. He is, but he's not going to use his fleet of foot, so the big mech is going to get away. I don't have the jump, so I can't jump at the minute. Meanwhile, I've got my big guns coming. Dimdoul's telling me to take the relic. I mean, I already have this relic, so I don't need it, but I'll take it. Meanwhile, we have Chimeras. We have a tier 2 IG. We have a tier 2 Necron. He's got this anti-range shield. I can't remember what it's called, the artifact, but it's there. That's his 5th gen on the 7th minute, nearing the 8th minute. He's got his immortals though, so this Chimera is not going to last very long. These turrets won't last long if it doesn't get them upgraded. Dark Reapers versus Big Guns. Who will win? The Big Mac was taking damage, but he's on red health now, so he doesn't want to take any more. On 55 pops on tier 2, and I'm getting my mech shop. That's going to come out. I don't think he's got he's getting the Shadow Spectres now. That's going to be a very good counter for these vehicles coming from the mech shop. Let's see. Meanwhile, no upgrades for those warriors. Warriors of the Omnissiah coming. Not going to last long against the Shadow Spectres. However, Shadow Spectres aren't here yet. And the big guns, doesn't matter how many Dark Reapers you have, you will lose Dark Reapers to big guns. Big guns are just too good. Meanwhile, bad jump I'd say. Maybe not. The range shield from the big mech is going to protect those big guns. I've also got the ballista upgrade. More shooter. I did lose my big mech though. That's not a good loss. 8 minutes in though. So it's not too bad because I'm going to just buy another one. I've got the eco, I don't need to stress about it. Meanwhile, we have land speeders. Here come the land speeders from Gretchen. He did lose one. I think it was to the Chimera. But he does have multi-melters. So I'm not sure how actually this out damaged. He doesn't have any anti-vehicle. Although I suppose land speeders are light vehicles, so you can kill us pretty easily. Immortals coming though. He's got to keep these. He's got to be careful of those chimeras. Meanwhile, I've got my war trucks garrisoning or transporting the shooter boys. Just gonna kill one here. Do I get the second kill? Doesn't look like it. I go back to decap that point. Dimdoul's gonna push up. Maybe destroy that listening post. Meanwhile, Necron's on IG's doorstep. Just taking it back. Gonna have a good engagement here. Look at this damage. He's got to be so careful. The Immortals are insanely good anti-vehicle. Light vehicle, heavy vehicle. Doesn't matter. Immortals are the way. And here we come with Devastator squads. This is going to be very good if he gets the plasma. Right, no. Here. No, here. Very good against all kinds of infantry. Meanwhile, we're just sitting at Gab's doorstep. He's still got his Dark Reaper squads. He doesn't want to put them here. I think Dimdoul actually used it. I don't know why. It's not LP2. It can't do any damage. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still only 5 gens. Does he have a slag deposit? He doesn't have a slag deposit, but he's waiting for it. I think he's saving up for it. So that's going to help him out in his eco a little bit. We've got Warriors sitting in the base. That's a Dimdoul style. I checked the relic because Dimdoul wasn't going to take it. He offered it to me, but he maybe didn't see that I have this relic here. So, I'm not too sure. Meanwhile, we've got a solid pulse from Necron Lord. These infantry will be lost to these Necron Warriors if he's not careful. He doesn't pull them back. He does pull them back. He's got turrets here. This will kill the Necron Warriors, but the Immortals will just take down these turrets without any effort whatsoever. He lost a Medusa as well. That's a big loss. He's got a second Medusa, and he's got a Sentinel. Meanwhile, looks like Gab and Gretchen are going to push down. Gretchen's going to help out Gab this time. I did get the stun. Got the AOE stun on these two land speeders. I don't have any anti-vehicle at the minute. Although I'm getting knobs out, not tank busters. Going tier 3, it's almost done. Shadow Spectre's coming up. He's going to kill these listening posts, I imagine. Gretchen pushing up with these land speeders. Small engagement. He's got the turret, but this whole army can take this turret without any problems whatsoever. Me and Dimdoul go back as it's the right call. And it does so much damage. He's got the multi-melt of those, that's why. He really just wants this war truck. But at the cost of 1 land speeder. 2 land speeders, that was not a good trade for Gretchen at all. Meanwhile, IG's going to make a pushback. He's not careful, he's going to lose that Sentinel and it goes down. Yeah. These Immortals, he's got to be so careful with these Immortals. Using the Medusa range, that's good. He can kill these Immortals with the Medusa if he can. Looks like Gab's going to decap the relic. I've got tank busters coming. I've got my shooter boys all transported. Gab getting the thermoplasma generator. Got the flash kits out. I'm going to get my weird boy out. Perfect combo. Weird boy passive with flash kits is very, very good. Meanwhile, I've got to go back. They're in negative cover. These shooter boys, they will die to these Dark Reavers and the Shadow Spectres with their ability. But it won't matter for too long. Meanwhile, we've got auto cannons, we've got las cannons, we've got normal guns for the warrior assignment. Just going to kill these infantry. The knobs jumping in the middle, going to tie up these Dark Reapers. These Dark Reapers will die if they do not go back, but they are going back. Shadow Spectres staying behind, doing the damage. They will kill these warriors if the warriors are not careful. These Devastator squads, they are... No, that's not a Devastator. They're equipped with rockets, maybe for the warriors, but you should foresee the flash kits. The plasma will really help out against the flash kits. Sorry, my landlord came. Made me shit myself long. Looks like he was AFK for a minute. He's got Death Moss coming out from McDinoman. More land speeders up here. Let's see. Tank busters aiming down this, but he's not careful. If I'm not careful, I will lose this squad, except I do. I am going back. Flash is coming. Doesn't matter. These Dark Reapers will die. I don't care about these Shadow Spectres. Nothing can out-damage this that the Gab has. Look at the damage on this Thermoplasma Generator. Insane. Flash kits are just... They just don't care. There you go. Hold my beer. Mad Dots. I send the Mad Dots with because of their ability to make my units temporarily invincible, which is insane. You don't even need to attach them. You don't need to attach them to any squad. You can just have them right by the side and just use their ability. No one has this slag deposit. I'm going to get this slag deposit, boosting up my power economy. He leaves a squad of 2 Dark Cruisers behind. He's going to lose them. Maybe Gab doesn't care. Yeah, wow. Dimdoul pushing up this end with his Warriors and Messiah. He's going to aim down the Space Marine squad. He shouldn't be. He should be aiming down these Devastators because they have the rockets and they're the biggest threat to the Warriors. However, he's got his ability up where they're temporarily invincible. I think he used that. And Gretchen loses that small armor. We've got Shadow Spectres going to aim down these Warriors. Kills 1. Will he kill 2? Oh, I think he will. He does. He got pathed. That's really unfortunate. Meanwhile, they're going to aim down the Flash kits, but I've got Tank Busters. He's got to go back or he'll lose those to the Tank Busters. Big Mech going to support Dimdoul. Although he's not in melee. I think I didn't really focus. These Flash kits are going to hunt down these Shadow Spectres. Look at that. Kills them like knife cuts through butter. We've got defense, we've got Terminators, we've got Assault Terminators, and we've got regular Terminators. Going to get the 3 Assault Cannons, I'm assuming. 2 Grav Tanks. Hopefully just... I think he's going to hope to tank, but the Tank Busters... No. Still trying to aim down these Flash kits. He almost kills the squad. See if he gets away. He does get away on yellow health. He didn't focus it enough. There's my Mad Dogs though, they're coming out. Aiming down the Tank Busters, he does kill the Tank Buster squad, but now I've acted the Mad Dogs ability on this Flash skits, he's going to have to run away. And the Stomper is out. Where is it? Here. Big Stomper with its crotch gun. Amazing. Meanwhile, we've got Death Marks just aiming down these Guardsmen, but the Guardsmen do not care. They're going to kill these Warriors here. We've got Sentinels aiming down this turret, but will the turret kill it first? It just might. Sentinels are super squishy, despite how good they are at killing things. Flash kits shooting down these Terminators, these Dark Reapers and Warp Spiders behind the Terminators, hoping to just shoot behind them, being protected by them, but it won't last long. Flash kits do too much damage. And plus the autocannons, this army's going to go down, I think. And with this Stomper coming, it looks like that game. Looks like that's game indeed. Got a turret here. Medusas. Ugrin. Looks like Sprigsy's going to push for the mid. Here we go, this assault. Killing off Dimdoul's small army. He's got the I don't even know what these are, but they do good range damage apparently. But the Stomper's here. The Stomper's here, and he's not here to cheer. He will lose this Terminators if he doesn't go back. Yeah, those are lost. Look how much damage that is. Shreds. And GabPR calls it game there. Gonna lose these land speeders. I'm gonna push into Gretchen's base. Let's see, what does Gretchen have? He doesn't have any defense. He lost all his army. He's defending against Imperial Guard. He should be more focused on what's coming towards him. He's got Devastator squads, he's got Lance Cannons coming, but it's far too late. And here we go. We got a Storm Raven coming. Will it get out in time? Well, we'll see. Okay, looks like Dimdoul's going to capture that relic. I'm just going to hammer down on this base. Meanwhile, it looks like McDinoman's being pushed back by this Imperial Guard army. It looks like he's about to lose that army to Imperial Guard, but he is tier 4, so he can get the Doom Scythe if he has the relic. I think he does have the relic. He still has the relic. He didn't decap the relic. Sprigsy, no. What are you doing? Meanwhile, I'm not noticing this production from the machine cult on Bastion. I'm just going to call it a machine cult, honestly. Do I notice it in time? Can I even see it? I can see it. And I go for it. I do notice it, but will it get out? It's 90%. Will it get out in time? It's going to be close. Oh! But it doesn't! On 99% it didn't get out. That is... Oh... Would it have made a difference though? I mean, maybe it would have done some damage to the Stomper, but you also got the flash kits here. I'm not sure if it had really done anything. But it was so close to getting out. But it looks like Gretchen quits it there, calls it game. Doom Scythe coming. But McDinoman calls it game. There we go. What a fun game. Let's check out the stats. Man, that Storm Raven. Mere milliseconds of coming out. That was unfortunate. Here we go. I was the top in military. Sprigsy the top of technology. McDinoman on resources. Obviously, as Necrons, you should be on resources. McDinoman got the most units killed though. I imagine he would going against Imperial Guard. Dimdoul got the least units lost. That's excellent. I got the most buildings raised. And Sprigsy had the biggest army size. Meanwhile, I had the most wreck gathered. Sprigsy. See, I don't think, this is my personal opinion, that you should be rated on the most requisitions spent. I think it should be the least. If you win a game and spend less than your opponent, I think that generally makes you the better player. But that's just my opinion. Somehow, Dimdoul has less power gathered and power spent as Admech. I don't quite understand that. Let's have a look here. Research count, Dimdoul got 12. Sprigsy 154 units reinforced. And I captured 3 critical locations. I thought it was relics. I captured 3 of both. It must have been decaps. It must count decaps as well. But that's it. Enjoy the battle, guys.